Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting a new weekly reading vlog. So I'm just trying to get comfortable. My laptop is on behind me because I'm uploading tomorrow's video. It is Tuesday. I was meant to start this vlog, I say this every week, I was meant to start this vlog yesterday, but I had something stressful in the morning. And then I went to Shrewsbury with my friend in the afternoon and I got some books. So I should really show you what I got. You want to know? 1 second. So, this angle is awful. But you can all be very proud of me because I only bought 2 books yesterday and I used a voucher. So I'm still in my strange and unusual time. I live in this. Currently still clinging on to Halloween, even though, right, today is Tuesday, today is the 2nd of November, and when I got up to go to work this morning and I went outside and I went to my car, I needed to defrost my windows. Like, winter is here because I've had to defrost my windows. That's how I know. Autumn is gone, summer is long gone, winter is now here, which is very sad. It makes me very sad. But anyways, books that I bought yesterday. So like I said, I had a voucher. I got a voucher off Jack's sister for my birthday. So I went into Waterstones. I was having a bit of a mooch, didn't know what I wanted because I have done, like, I'm pretty sure I said this last week, I did a massive pre-order drop thing the other day. Which, has anyone else got the same problem as me, that you go to buy books or pre-order books when the double points is not on? What is that about? Why is that a thing for me? I've also noticed that today I'm talking a mile a minute. I have no idea why. I feel as though it's because I haven't spoken to anyone today, so I'm just literally word vomiting everywhere, so apologies. I did notice this as well in my video that has gone up on Wednesday. If you haven't seen it, self-promo, it's linked up here for you. Make sure you check it out. It is my wrap-up for October. I read 4 books. Had a pretty good reading month, to be fair. But again, I've segued. Oh, jeez. My attention span is awful. Books, bought into Waterstones. Did a pre-order, didn't really know what I was looking for. Went in. Had to pick up this, which is Royal Assassin, which is book 2 in the Farseer's trilogy. I read Assassin's Apprentice, not in October, maybe in September, and I gave it 3 stars. I did enjoy it, it was a good book, but I'm really hoping that it carries on and the world building gets better and the character building gets better, because I'm sure it will. Obviously cannot read you the blurb of this because it will give away what happens in the first book, but I had to pick this up because I really want to actually carry on with this series sooner rather than later, so I don't forget what I've read. Whether that means I start that now, I don't know. But, so this was the first book. Then the other book I got was one that I was umming and ahhing about getting a special edition of ages ago, from Fairy Loot, I think it was, who did it, and I'm really glad that I talked myself out of it, because as much as I love special editions, that is why I get my book boxes. I just, where I was at that moment in time, I just couldn't justify spending 20 odd quid plus postage and all that fun stuff on a special edition book. So when I saw this in Waterstones, I was like, okay, I'll have a look. And that is Gilded by Marissa Mayer. Now, I quite like Marissa Mayer's writing. I really enjoyed Renegades. I loved Heartless so much. And what else have I got? Cinder. I have enjoyed Cinder. I'm yet to finish any of her series. Is that a word? Series? I'm yet to finish any collection of books that she's written. So there is always hope. But I saw this and I was like, oh, I was really interested in this a while ago. Just flicking through it as you do, and it's signed. There was like a stack of them that are signed with no stickers on, which is even freaking better. So I was like, well, I have to buy it now. And the back of this actually sounds really good. So I'm just going to read you what it says, because this, if this is going to be a series, this is definitely the first one. So it says, the look he was giving her, Cyrilda had never been looked at like that before. The intensity, the heat, the raw astonishment, he was going to kiss her. Cursed by the god of lies, a miller's daughter has developed a talent for storytelling, but are all of her tales as false as they appear? When one of Cyrilda's stories draws the attention of the devastating King. She finds herself swept away into a world of enchantment where ghouls prowl the earth and ravens track her every move. The king locks Serilda in a castle dungeon and orders her to spin straw into gold or be killed for lying. In despair, Serilda unwittingly summons a mysterious young man to her aid, and he agrees to help her for a price. But love wasn't meant to be part of the bargain, and the bottom of this says, Marissa Mayer, #1 New York Times best-selling author, returns with a sensational reimagining of Rumpelstiltskin as you've never seen him before. It sounds really good. I'm really in the mood as well. I've really got back into retellings, so books that people have obviously written that, funnily enough, retell a classic story. So I love Christina Henry, and she was well known originally for doing retelling. So Alice, which is an Alice in Wonderland retelling, Red Queen, which is a sequel to that, Lost Boy, which is a Peter Pan retelling, there's a Little Red Riding Hood one, and Little Mermaid one, and Marissa Mayer is exactly the same, because Marissa Mayer has done the Lunar Chronicles, which is Cinderella, Scarlet, which is Little Red Riding Hood, Cress, which is Rapunzel, and Winter, which is Snow White. And then we have this. So I don't think this fits into that world at all. But I just saw it and I was like, yeah, I really want to read that. So I got this one as well. I've been babbling on for way too long, but let's get on to some book plans. So for the month of November, I have done a TBR. And it's the loosest TBR in the world, and I have recently found out about a readathon for Throne of Glass, and I was like, you know what, yes, I want to read this whole series. They're going to do a book a month, I really need to read it, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll be starting Throne of Glass at some point, maybe now, maybe later, I'm not too sure just yet. And I'm reading this with, it's Barb's read along, I'm pretty sure. I'll link her down below. So I know Barb's is doing it, and I was watching last night actually Barb's sprints, and they were so good, and obviously I popped on to say hello, and Barb's is a really lovely supporter of me actually. She posted about my channel and helped me hit 500 subscribers, so thank you very much, Barb's. It's fantastic, I love it. And I was like commenting away and I said hi, and I had some really nice conversation with the lovely people on the sprints. So yeah, I may or may not be joining them on Monday. Sneak peek. I'm gonna do my first ever sprints. I'm so excited. I have no idea what I'm gonna read. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I've never done sprints before in my life. I freaked out a little bit when Barb's, that is, asked me to join. So I might be talking 1,000 miles a minute on Monday, so I apologise in advance because this will go up before that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it works. Oh goodness, do not need that stress. But yeah, so back to reading. We'll be reading this at some point. I've also got a buddy read of the Priory of the Orange Tree again, with a lovely girl on Twitter, and I think I'm gonna get the audiobook for it this time so I can actually listen in the car on the way to and from work, because it's a big book and I don't think I'm gonna get time to sit down and read it physically consistently throughout this month, not with everything else I want to read. And yeah, I don't really know, I'm gonna just see. I picked up The Poppy War yesterday on Barb's sprints, trying to like tidy up some last minute books. I've got quite a few books I'm currently reading and I just kind of want to tie them all off and get them done, so we'll see what I end up reading. I'll update you tomorrow with what I've ended up with, because yeah, I'm in one of those moods. I also need to read A Gathering of Shadows, buddy reading that with Kate this month, really looking forward to that. So there's 3 books. I've not done 3 buddy reads ever, I don't think, so join me on this quest to see how it goes, because I really need positive thoughts. But I'm going to leave this here. I've been babbling on for like 10 minutes. This is the longest intro I've ever blinking done, and I've definitely made up for the fact I didn't talk to you yesterday. And I will hopefully talk to you tomorrow and not do what I did last week and probably the week before and go, oh hi, it's Tuesday, and then oh hi, it's Friday. I've missed the rest of the week. But yeah, I'm going to leave this here and I will come back to you tomorrow and hopefully have some reading updates for you. Hello everyone and happy Thursday. So I said I wasn't gonna do this, and I said I was going to update you every day, but I've only missed one day, so that's an improvement on last week so far. So I didn't talk to you yesterday. Started this on Tuesday, I think. You would know. I haven't edited the footage yet, so not sure. I am officially in my pyjamas. I am home. It's 9:45, and I'm going to try and do a little bit of reading. I don't think I'll stay up massively late, but I'm going to do a little bit. I am so close to the end. So close. It's ridiculous. So I am on page 444, and there's like 525 pages in this, so I think I've got... I've got less than 100 pages to go, which is the main thing. It's like 80 odd pages to go of Poppy War, and then it'll be done, and I'll have reread it, and it's still incredible. I still love it just as much as I did the first time round. I'm pretty sure it got 4 stars the first time round. I don't think it got 5. I think it got 4, because it hasn't like jerked my heart. There's a lot of like trigger warning stuff in here, so obviously if you want to read Poppy War, make sure you check them out, because this is definitely not YA, but it is so good, and it is obviously set in a wartime, so it's a little bit rough, but it's good, and I like it, and I love it, and I have my little, you can't really see, but this is my Poppy War bookmark that I got when I got the special editions from Lumicrate, which is what I'm reading, the special edition versions. And yeah, I haven't finished anything yet. I have also started The Priory of the Orange Tree on Audible. I'm listening to it this time round. I read it not last year. Yeah, last year. I read it properly last year, and I'm reading it with another person on Twitter, so we're gonna buddy read it. It's their first time. I'm doing a reread, so I'd be really interested, I am really interested to see their thoughts and what they think of it from the first time round perspective, because it's been a year since I've read it. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying it. The audiobook is really, really good. If you ever want to like try and tackle Priory of the Orange Tree, because it's a big book but you don't want to read it and you want to listen to it, the audiobook is really, really good. I'm only like an hour or so into it, but the narrator does like so many different voices for all the different characters, and because it's like such a big world, there is like so many different places that they have very cleverly used dialect to differentiate where people are from. So like the capital, Ascalon, pretty sure it's Ascalon, they talk in like a really what I would say well-to-do British people sound like, not how I talk, but how you would imagine the Queen talks. And then Kit, who is like he's like a lord from somewhere. I'm really good, aren't I? He's a lord from somewhere, but his accent is Somerset, so that's how you differentiate between him and Loth, and Loth has got like a well-to-do accent, and it's just really, really clever how it's done, and I'm really enjoying it, and I think it's definitely another good way for me to read this book, because I don't think I'll sit down and ever have the brain power to tackle that book again, because it's very big, but listening to it is fine. So I'm going to try and finish Poppy War, but if I don't finish Poppy War today, hopefully I'll finish it tomorrow. And Jack's working until 11, I think, so I'm very wobbly today. Jack's working until 11. Don't really know what else. I haven't really read anything, I haven't started anything apart from Priory, and I don't really know if I want to at the minute. I think I'm really enjoying just tackling the books that I've currently got as currently reading, because I've got Poppy War. I read a bit more of Alice by Christina Henry the other day as well, because I just didn't want to start something new. So I don't know, maybe this month I'll tackle all the currently reading books and try and get that down ready for the new year. But I'm going to leave this here, and I will speak to you tomorrow, because I'm not coming back today, so I'll speak to you tomorrow. See you then. So yeah, I'm feeling really comfy and adorable. Still bloody cold, but it is what it is. I've had my tea. I am now going to sit down and read. I was going to join Danny's sprints, but unfortunately she doesn't feel very well, so I hope you feel better soon, Danny. I need to drop you a message. Actually, I should have, by the time this is live, I should have dropped you a message saying hope you feel better. If I haven't, I suck, and I'm sorry, but I'm awful. My plans for tonight, I'm currently watching Once Upon a Time because, as I mentioned last week, that's fireworks going off. I'm not in a war zone. It does sound like I am though. What was I saying? As I mentioned last week, I've started rewatching Once Upon a Time, so I think I'm going to keep that on in the background and I'm going to finish Poppy War. That is my goal for today. Jack is out until 11, so he should be home about midnight-ish. So I want to have Poppy War done, and then I don't really know what I'm going to go on to. I want that to be the first book I finish this month. It's the 5th, so if I can finish something today, that'd be fantastic. Maybe I'll go on to Alice again. Like I said, I think it was yesterday, I want to try and actually start finishing books that I've started, and I've got quite a shelf. I also have books that I need to read on my Kindle for a review thing that I'm doing, so I have quite a lot of choice, and I have Throne of Glass to start for the buddy read that's happening with Barb's. So much choice. I've started, actually I do have a reading update, me trying not to drop my camera. I do have a reading update, so I've been listening to the Poppy War. No, I haven't. I've been reading the Poppy War physically. I've been listening to the Priory of the Orange Tree, and I am officially, it's going to start. And I'm officially on chapter 13. I'm currently listening to it on 1.5 speed because there's so many different accents that I kind of just have left it. And yeah, so I'm on chapter 13, which is, I mean, I've got another 10 chapters, well, 9 chapters, and then I'll start part 2. I don't know if I'm going to start reading it physically as well, or if I'm just going to leave it as a audio book. But yeah, I think that's all for now. I don't know if I'm going to talk to you again, because I do kind of suck at coming back. I'm well aware of that. I have just ordered my mum's Christmas present, so I really hope they come in time because she is over from France from, I want to say, tomorrow, and I see her on Monday. They're not going to be here on time for Monday, which is fine because I need to wrap them, but I'm hoping that they will be here on time for me to take down to see her when I go down on Friday. Otherwise it's going to be a bit of a kerfuffle, but we'll deal with that when we get there. To be fair, I have to drive past where I live-ish. It'll be like a bit out of my way, but I have to drive in this general direction in order to get to where I'm going, so that won't be such a bad thing. So if it does come on Friday, then I can swing by and pick it up. I just need to wrap it, but obviously I'll keep them updated. I also need to start a Gathering of Shadows for my buddy read with Kate. Forgot about that. But I'm going to take my plate downstairs, because yes, I ate in my bedroom because I'm really sociable today. I'm going to take that downstairs, put it in the dishwasher, possibly bring up a cookie or some snacks to read with, and then yeah, I'm just going to get to reading. So I will see you in a bit. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello everyone and happy Sunday. So I'm here to just do a really quick wrap up for you. First off, I finished a Poppy War and I rated it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. Again, I'll go into this a little bit deeper in my wrap up at the end of the month. So glad I've done a reread. I now just need to get on to the actual second book and read it and see what happens. I read the first like 50 to 100 pages I think of Dragon Republic when I actually started it, and I haven't picked it up since. So obviously I reread Poppy War. I finally finished it. Bearing in mind I started this in like August, and I'm so glad I've reread it. I feel like I remember the world so much better. I picked up on extra things throughout the book that I didn't necessarily see in the first time round. And yeah, now I just need to pick up the sequel. So that's one update. The second update reading wise is I'm still on chapter 13 for the Priory of the Orange Tree. I haven't read any more, which sucks, but I listen to it when I'm at work or on the way to and from work every now and again. So I think I've got through 4 hours of it already, so I think that's a win. My laptop now sounds like it's taking off, but that's fine. I have also started this, which is A Gathering of Shadows, which is my buddy read with Kate this month. I think I'm on page like 43-ish. The only comment I've currently got to make is that the first few chapters really confused the heck out of me, because I felt like I'd missed something until I think it's chapter 3 or 4, where you kind of get a flashback to where the first book left off and why the character is in this place currently. So now I'm actually really enjoying it because my head understands where I'm at, which is wicked, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where this one goes. And then the other thing is that I have received my pre-order of the box set of Vicious and Vengeful, so I have actually opened it, and I'm really excited to see what I think about these books, actually, because if I like them, then I might buy them in hardback as well. But the thing that annoys me is that if you can see, these spines are different. So Vicious is vertical, whereas Vengeful is horizontal, and kind of irritates me that it's different, but it's something that we'll deal with. But the other bonus thing, the reason I got this lovely box set is because not only does it have an additional story, which is a prequel story called Warm Up, but it also came with this really cool little art card as well, which is a promo for Extraordinary, which I have got coming from Illumicrate, so I'm really excited for that to arrive. Hopefully it arrives next week, but we shall see. But that is everything for today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Again, the vlog was chaotic, as it seems to be currently quite a lot, which I don't mean to happen, but it just does. So if you did still enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below what you read this week, and if you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me the sparkle emoji, for no other reason apart from I just really like that emoji currently, I don't know. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing and down below and ringing that notification bell so you get to see more of me and my bookish content. I currently upload on a Wednesday and on a Sunday, so be sure to stick around for more bookish content from me. But otherwise, that's everything for today's video. And sneak peek, if you want to see more of me before Wednesday, I am taking part in Bob's reading sprints tomorrow night, and I've linked her channel down below, so make sure you come along and say hello, because it is my debut on sprints. So I shall see you there, and I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.